Hello, my name is Matt. I work in the county sustainability program on waste diversion, and today I'm here to help you become an expert on composting and recycling at work. I hope you'll stick with me, because even if you think you already know all this stuff, you might be surprised to learn what has changed, how much more can be recycled, and how much easier it has become to recycle effectively. Let's get started. We're going to start with what goes in the green bin, or the compost. What goes in the compost, you ask? It's two main things. It's food and dirty paper. When we say food, we mean all kinds of food. Not just the stuff you eat, but the stuff left over too. Things like fruits, vegetables, meat, dairy, even bones, eggshells, coffee grounds, and tea bags. If that had anything to do with what was on your plate, it should go in the green bin. So that's food. But what about dirty paper? Dirty paper is any kind of paper product that has food or liquid on it. Things like used paper plates, paper cups, cardboard and paper to-go boxes, and used paper napkins and towels are all types of dirty paper that we want in the green bin. So what goes in the compost? Any kind of food or dirty paper. So if we put all the dirty paper in the compost, where do we put the clean stuff? If you guessed paper recycling, you'd be right. We want all kinds of paper in the paper recycling, whether it's white paper, colored paper, printed on, stapled, glued, it doesn't matter. We'll even take envelopes with little windows. All of that stuff is okay, it can all go in the blue bin. There's only two kinds of paper that we don't want in the blue bin. One of them is that dirty paper that we talked about before, that goes in the compost. The other kind is confidential documents. Confidential documents should go in your gray, locked totes. Those gray totes stay locked all the way until they reach a special recycling facility. That way, that confidential information stays secure until the moment it is destroyed. So what goes in the paper recycling? All kinds of paper, except for dirty paper and confidential documents. Paper recycling is great, but you probably produce a lot more than just paper. And for that, we have mixed recycling. Mixed recycling is three main things: glass, metal, and hard plastic. Let's start with glass. Glass is easy. We want all kinds of glass. Any shape, color, or size. So remember, any kind of glass, throw it in the mixed recycling bin and we'll take it. Metal's next, and metal is easy too. Metal really means all kinds of metal. Whether it's cans, trays, or foil, aluminum, tin, steel, brass, any kind of metal, put it all in the blue bin. Next, we have hard plastics. Hard plastics are things like plastic cups, yogurt containers, clamshell containers, and soda and water bottles. They're objects that you can't really roll up or tear. Instead, they might dent because the plastic is rigid. All hard plastics can go in the blue recycling bin. Soft plastics, on the other hand, are things like plastic bags, chip bags, and candy wrappers. You can tell if something is a soft plastic because you can roll it up into a small ball. Like that. Now, soft plastics have to go to the landfill, and that's a pity. But don't forget, even though the soft stuff goes in the trash, all the hard plastics we can put in the blue mixed recycling bin. You remember those numbers on the bottom? Don't worry about those numbers. We'll take any of them. Any kind of hard plastic, regardless of the number, we will take in the blue bin. So what goes in the mixed recycling? Any kind of glass, any kind of metal, and any kind of hard plastic. So if we have compost for your food scraps and dirty paper, paper recycling for your clean paper, mixed recycling for your glass, metal, and hard plastics, what's really left for the landfill? Not much. It's really just those soft plastics that we talked about earlier, and styrofoam. Hopefully you're not producing a whole lot of either of these, but if you are, the landfill is where they have to go. But remember, everything else can either be composted or recycled. So help us out and do your part. And remember that sorting correctly and composting and recycling is good for the environment, it's good for the economy, and it's the law. Thanks.